something else. You living to get by, to buy your divinity, to keep moving by your divinity, and to purchase something else. You're going per chase. One chase after another. Purchase. You don't have a cause. Black man say, I'm living for a cause. You say, oh, you a broke nigga. You living for a cause? You ain't working for money, for profit, for benefits, so Ben can stay fit? You living because you love the people and you're trying to manifest black divinity? What the hell is that? It's a cause. And until you have a cause, you won't have a strong effect. So I'll leave you with your reciprocity. I'll leave you with your relationship to the universe until you enlighten. Because if I don't, then you won't enlighten because I'm hindering you from the laws of karma. Because you can only be enlightened and involved by your relationship to karma. Can't no man enlighten nobody else. They can represent the effect of another whose cause was to become conscious, but that's an interpersonal relationship. So we have let our sisters off the hook for generations and generations. And I said, you know, we got to even stop calling them sisters. Because sis is in the word system. So every time we say sis, we're saying system. We got to start calling them something else. And that's when we begin to call them queens and goddesses. But queen is a selfish thing. Because queen is a materialistic concept. A goddess is a spiritual concept. Y'all feel the point I'm making? A queen is based upon a material position. I'm a queen. I rule this, that, and the other. A goddess is a spiritual perspective. It's based upon an enlightened individual. A queen don't have to be enlightened. She could be an evil queen, right? Mm-hmm. A tyrannical queen. She could be a dethroned queen. An exile queen. You see the point I'm making? An enslaved queen. But you can't be a goddess like that. So we have to challenge them to be a goddess. And to actualize that. Every time they get to talk about fear, lack, doubt, and limitation, and I don't have, and I don't need, and I don't. How don't you? We all have. The universe is abundant. We're all in the all the time, so we got all of the all. So what's the problem? There is no lack in the universe. Point to lack. I was studying the other day. I found out there's even actually no such thing as nothing. Nothingness is the measurement of distance between two objects. That's it. There is no such thing as actually nothing, and you need two of something to even produce the illusion of empty space. So nothingness is based upon having some things. Some things. If you ain't got no things, you don't have nothing. So for somebody thinking, in order for somebody to see that they have nothing, that empty space must be between two somethings. So there's no actual lack in the universe. There's no empty space. So we all have all of the all the time. So why we keep talking about what we don't have? It's not what we don't have, it's what we're not using. And when we begin to realize how we have all of the all the time, then we start using everything that we have and we bring ourselves back into power. But we want to keep affirming lack so that we can get under the white man. I don't have this, I don't have that. But you have the ability and the energy to focus and devote your time and energy to building the white man's reality. But if you knew you had everything, you can bring your resources together and break down the word resource. It means go back to the source. When you are resourceful, you're constantly going back to the source. So you're always full. Resourceful. So that's why we always pushing resources. Because we want people to keep going back to the source. Not going outside to the white boy. We're going back to that source. Where all the answers are at. Where all the solutions are at. Where all the goodness and greatness and the divinity is at. Is back at the source, which is us. So we must become resourceful as a people. And stop going out to the European for what it is that we need. But we got to challenge our women to be goddesses. And when I say goddess, I don't mean it from a Greek mythological word. I mean it as goddess, meaning that they realize that God is. They realize that they God is. You feel what I'm making? We got goddesses. Plenty of sisters that realize that God is. That's it. And when they realize that God is the divine, of which is the original people of the planet Earth, And then we have all this power and this